Alrighty, Donation Deck Thursday. So we are going to begin with some Transmogrify. Everybody say hi, YouTube. What is up, everybody? Make sure to behave so we can not get demonetized in the YouTube video. But anyways, this is a donation deck list that was submitted to us from user in chat, Icy Wolf, and we are playing some Transmogrify with a few new cards. We haven't played a ton of Wrenn and Realmbreaker since the release of March of Machines, and I think this is a pretty good shell for it. It does a couple of things. So first and foremost, it fixes your mana to help you hard cast Atraxa for games where you do not have access to Transmogrify or you don't have one of your 4 reanimation spells to get it back. You can just hard cast it. The other nice thing that Wrenn does is it provides a hexproof creature specifically for when you're going for Transmogrify, which is very important because, you know, a lot of the times it is difficult to go for this card if your opponent has, say, a Fatal Push-Up or something like that. Normally you're targeting a token from Careful Cultivation or a token from Briefcase, but those are very fragile. So Transmogrify, or Wrenn and Realmbreaker, excuse me, gives you a hexproof creature to target with Transmogrify. The nice thing about playing Transmogrify as opposed to Indomitable Creativity is we can actually play artifacts in our deck. So you see we have Bankbuster with a couple more in the sideboard. We have Courier's Briefcase, so that's another upside to playing Transmogrify over Creativity. And then your traditional fare, Thoughtseize as your early interaction along with Volcanic Spite to put Atraxas back. Fable the Mirror Breaker, don't need to tell you about this card, it's broken. And then for our 4 reanimation spells, we're choosing to go with 2 copies of Liliana, 1 Bond of Revival, which is 5 mana, return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, give it haste, and then 1 copy of Graveyard Shift, kind of instead of the second Bond. The nice thing about Graveyard Shift is you can cast it as though it had Flash if you have 3 different mana values in your graveyard, which your deck is pretty spread out in terms of the mana values, so it's not that hard to turn that on, so I kind of like that quite a bit. And then the other, the other new card here from March of Machines is Invasion of Ergamon, which we're not playing creativity, so we can't utilize the treasure in that way. You can't Transmogrify a treasure, you can only exile creatures. But it's nice because with the 4 reanimation spells, if you have Atraxa in hand, you can use this as a discard outlet alongside Fable to then reanimate the Atraxa with one of these 4 cards. So that's kind of nice as well. The mana base is kind of the point of contention here. I'm not, I think Icy Wolf submitted me the deck list with 4 Rootbound Crag and 4 Woodland Cemetery, and I did a little bit of, I played a couple of games, and I realized that I had way too many ETB tap lands on turn 1 and not enough turn 1 Thoughtseizes. So I'm playing a couple of Cliffs, a couple of Blood Crypts. I've trimmed down the number of Triomes, and I've trimmed down the number of check lands as well. And then as far as the sideboard is concerned, pretty standard stuff. Fatal Push for when Thoughtseize is bad. Duress for, counter spells and things of that nature. Go Blank because it's the best card in the format, and every deck playing black should bring it in every single matchup, so I don't know why we're not playing a main deck. Abrupt Decay for, I guess, Rest in Peace, but, we don't really care about Rest in Peace because we have Transmogrify, so just a generic, good, versatile card. Couple of Bankbusters for those grindy matchups, Damping Sphere for Lotus Field, and Pithing Needle for, I'm assuming, Card of the Great Creator, as well as this main stage. So, that's the deck. 3. Sure. See, it's not the worst. This might be a hardcast Atraxa type of game. Yeah, I know the bot's here, and it is modded. I didn't do anything to, remove the bot from the channel. Afternoon Melee. Last responded at 12:30. Is this Spirito? Spirito. MTG bot is just ignoring us. Does not want to respond to plebeians anymore. Looks like spirits. Well, we are about to find out. Could just jam Wrenn, actually. I don't want to have to sack the Briefcase to jam the Wrenn. So if I play Thoughtseize, I'm not going to cast Wrenn. Yeah, let's just Wrenn. No, that's dumb. Never mind. I'm gonna Thoughtseize. Should have played the Stomping Ground, but I think Thoughtseizing is better here. Okay, this is not Spirits. I know I can season Wrenn. I guess I might be doing that now if they're Lotus. What's up, Pike? About the 69. Don't worry about it. Click here for 69. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. Oh boy, that is a lot of uncastables. Well, we're about to see if our 1 Damping Sphere makes our Lotus Field matchup good. I guess I'm taking Hidden Strings. And I'm just gonna slam the Wrenn. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have time for hardcast Atraxa anyways. Probably downtick here. Get Overgrown Tomb, I guess. There's no reason to uptick because I can't attack with the tokens, so. I mean, this is their hand, and it's pretty heinous. We have a 5-turn clock. Don't know if that's good enough, but it's not. Yeah, bet my tongue. It's nice that we have Boseiju too, which is pretty good. Alright, we'll just go here, I guess. Attack for 4? Go, I guess? I don't know. Found a temple. That's not a Lotus Field. Oh, there's MTG bot. Classic. Just decides to show up and then spams everything all at once. But hey, at least the bot's here, you know. At least the bot's here. Volcanic Spite. So this is 5 toughness. Is it even worth attacking? I feel like it's not. Because I have to spend 2 turns attacking it, and it is a 3-4 on the backside, so it would be 4, next turn 1 and 3, they go to 12, I have 3, 6, 7, as opposed to... I guess I can Volcanic Spite it. Yeah, that's a good point, I can flip it now. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we go... Stomping Ground at Invasion, this at them. I forgot this can hit battles, yeah. And we can go Spite it. Hit him to 14. Yeah, now we have 7. I don't think I'm planning on casting this Atraxa anytime soon. Okay. Doesn't really change the clock, right? So this puts Lander Battle into my hand. No. Go. Just gonna hold up Boseiju. Yeah, now we have 2-turn clock, which is nice. Could have cast it next turn. I could have done it like end of turn, I guess, to play around a sweeper maybe. Yeah, I guess holding up the Spite was better. I don't really know how they're getting to a sweeper though, you know. Oh, Atraxa. Yeah, I don't really need it though. It's not changing the clock, right? Okay, so Duress coming in, Needle coming in, Damping Sphere, and obviously gonna board in Go Blank. Why would I not board in Go Blank? I don't even hate Bankbuster as just like a cheap threat. I think the reanimation aspect might be kind of mid of this matchup, just really too slow. I don't know if I'm going to cut it all, but I definitely want to trim on it. I mean, this is 60. I could cut the Lilianas and play Bankbusters. Invasion seems bad. It just ramps me and like helps me dig through my deck for my relevant cards. The thing is, I don't have a ton of relevant cards. So just being able to cycle and find my relevant card seems good. Yeah, I cut the main deck Abrupt Decay. I think I moved that to the sideboard. Let's do like this, I guess. No, I don't have time for Liliana. I'd rather just have Bankbuster. Karuga fires 1 in Rome RCQ. That's kind of cool. The old Kekruga. Shout out to Ashiok, by the way. Can we get a mod check, Ashiok? Where you at, buddy? You only ever need to play 1 copy. Yeah, common Ashiok L. Why do you ever play more than 1 copy of any card in your sideboard? Just play 15 one-ofs. It's really that easy. 1 Go Blank, always in your opening hand. You see, the only reason we don't have Go Blank is because we have 2 copies. Probably going to slow roll the Damping Sphere until they... Oh, I can't play that. Until they play a Lotus Field. I just hope they cut them off colored mana. Probably play this on 2. Definitely playing that on 2 now. Have we considered Go Blank main at this point? I've definitely thought about it. Maybe we could splash Go Blank in the Boats deck. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think I've ever seen anybody win a game after their opponent had resolved a Go Blank. I don't know if I've ever seen that in action. So I cannot confirm or deny if those accusations are true. Yeah, mono white splash Go Blank. We can even get some Castle Locktwains in there. See, Castle Locktwain is the best land to splash a color off of. Because in Rakdos, it always comes into play tapped anyways. So, you know, what's the point? Might make the Greasefang matchup good. I don't know about that. Might make the mono red matchup good. Try Briefcase in the pile. Briefcase is really good in Transmogrify decks. It's like great on turn 2 because it sets you up for turn 3 this in matchups where you need to race, and it's still good late. You know, it's like, what is it, 7 mana, draw 3 cards. So if you're going long, it's still not even that bad, right? It's 7 mana, but you can split it up across 2 turns, which is nice. Oh, they're gonna play Lotus Field and copy it next turn. I'm gonna Transmogrify. They're gonna Lotus Field, and then I'm gonna play Damping Sphere. Oh man, yeah, I'm not even gonna cast Thoughtseize. I'm just gonna Atraxa. What's up, Da Vinci? How's that green-white deck? I saw you tag me on Twitter. Deck looks super sweet. Concern is you're trying to cut black from the pile. Well, one thing I realized this is when I was playing in FNM, and you know, obviously FNM Keck W, but one thing I realized, I was playing against Lotus Field, I felt like I had 0 chance game 1, but I was like heavily favored post board just because of Sire of Insanity. Like, that card single-handedly changes the matchup. But maybe you don't need to play black mana for Sire. I think I'm not going to take an Atraxa, because I don't... Well, I could put it in the graveyard, I guess. I have 11 cards in my hand. Yeah, Sire is sick. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I need the Invasion. This is a pretty good hand. It's a pretty good hand against my opponent. Someone tweeted me saying that Sire is fundamentally bad. It wins the game by itself. Like Rurgthar better. Well, the issue with Rurgthar is they can draw out of it, right? Like, if they go like turn 3 or turn 4, Lotus copy Lotus with stage, and you Sire them, they're dead. But if they do that same line and you Rurgthar them, they can very easily just go like Sylvan Scrying takes 6, Hidden Strings takes 6, Otawara your Sire, and then Otawara your Rurgthar, and then you're dead anyways. So I think Sire wins the game on the spot way more often than Rurgthar does. And it just single-handedly fixes the matchup by itself. Okay, so we're gonna Thoughtseize them. We can go Thoughtseize them, Needle, Boseiju, and Damping Sphere. This is rude. Oh my god. We even have the Needle for the Boseiju. It's Jover, chat. It's Jover. It's Jover. I guess they have Otawara, but... Now they can't Otawara the Atraxa. They also can't Otawara this turn, because they only have 3 mana. What's up, Ride or Die? They play Sanctum. Actually, they can't even Otawara with this mana. Oh, no, they have Sanctum. Yeah, okay. I could just go blank them too, right? What's on the Dono list for today? If you type !deck, I did upload them all to Stream Deck or Ride or Die. I could have Wrenn to put them to 2, but I think... Actually, maybe Wrenn was better. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think Wrenn was actually better. Right? If I had Wrenned. Because next turn they just tap out for Otawara. Even if they bounce Atraxa, they still die to Wrenn. Right? So that was a mistake. Can't Wrenn. Oh, I don't have double green. Okay, good point. Yeah, good point. Never mind, I couldn't Wrenn. That's why I didn't Wrenn, I guess. I can read my cards. I know how to read my cards. You know this, chat. That's why you're all here. You wouldn't show up at a twitch.tv/DoomWake stream if you thought that I couldn't read my cards, right? Well, we had a comp in Ashiok L last game, where Ashiok was like, oh, how do we, he said add 1 Damping Sphere to the sideboard, make the Lotus Field matchup good, and then we just had the Damping Sphere in opening hand, so. Had a question for me. I'll play Greasefang during the next RC, but I don't own mana confluences for the deck, so I think I cut the Scrapwork Mutt, which play instead Brutality Lily. I would recommend, I'm going to post a deck list for you, because I was actually thinking the same thing, because I don't have mana confluences, but I still want to play Greasefang. There was a prelim list from Sebastian Pozzo, who did not play any Scrapwork Mutts, and therefore did not play mana confluence, so I would look at that list. Sebastian Pozzo, very, very good player. How's our Rakdos Sacrifice matchup? I don't know. Part of me wants to hold up Careful Cultivation, because if they tap out, I can jam the COT and rip Transmogrify. Because Briefcasing is just bad into the Harvester, they just kill it, then I can't... Yeah, I'm just gonna hold up Cultivation. I could Invasion as well, but I kind of want to try and save this until I draw Atraxa, given that I have the Liliana in hand. So, like, think about it this way. I can go EOT, Careful Cultivation. If I draw Atraxa and not Transmogrify, then I can go Briefcase and Invasion, set up return 4 Liliana through a Harvester. So I think I like this better. I mean, they can obviously still Fatal Push, but I miss Old School Bullet. Okay. Wait, that doesn't do anything because we don't have the Atraxa. I guess we're just casting Fable. Yeah, I might as well attack too. I'm not going to block with the Human Monk token. It's actually kind of funny. If they had Cauldron Familiar in their hand and they didn't play it, they could have discarded Cauldron Familiar to the Blood token, sack the Witness, make a food, and then get back the cap to trade. That would have been a really heads-up play. For them to, like, have the cap but not play it. Looks like Dispute. Chapters ending. Man, I gotta go see Bullet again. When's their next tour? Are they on tour? I feel like they're on tour. Live. Looks like they are currently on tour, but they are not coming anywhere close to me. Or these are just like, I think these are festivals. Oh, they're on tour. They might have already skipped the Northeast location. I need to get better at, like, remembering tour dates. When I see a show goes live, I just need to buy tickets immediately and not wait, because every time I wait, I just forget. This happens way too often. We gotta be dead to this, right? Sack this, kill this. Surely we have no outs at this point. I'll do not to you. If I had an Atraxa in my hand, maybe, but... Okay. 3, 6, 7... Yeah, we're done. Alright. Game 2. Oh, I saw that thread from last night, TP. Yeah, I mean, I, like, agree with some of the things that he said, but some of the, like, Aether Vial and Noble Hierarch, we don't need that shit in Pioneer. Why do we want Aether Vial and Noble Hierarch? There's no shot. Like, come on. That stuff I'm not okay with. Some of the things were okay. Like, I think Path would be a fine addition. I think Tarmogoyf would be a fine addition, even though nobody would play it. Stuff like that. But yeah, miss me with the Vial, miss me with the Noble Hierarch. I'm good with that. Okay, let's not say stuff like that. Can we not, like, directly insult people? I know that you're kind of like, you know, whatever, but just, can we just keep it cool with the insults, guys? Like, we don't need to just directly insult people in chat, okay? I know you're memeing, but it's like, it's just not that funny. Kind of want to cut Thoughtseize. I'm going to cut Thoughtseize for Fatal Push. Abrupt Decay kills Witch's Oven and Mayhem Devil. I think that's fine. Honestly, bring in Needle, too. Seems like a rough matchup. I'm going to shave... Dude, I don't even know. I'm gonna try this. No idea if it's right. Vinny with the 20 months, buddy. Thank you so much for the 20 months. Will I be seeing you in Dallas? Will I be seeing the homie Vinny? If I am, you better bring that token that I signed, because I forgot to get a picture of that. The Doom token you had me sign or whatever. Please bring that, because I wanna snap a photo of that. I guess you could just, like, send me a picture of it. I could have just done that. I could have asked you to send me a picture of it. We should get dinner, yeah. It's in your wallet. I know. You gotta keep that shit close to you, you know? This hand's really slow. I think I'm gonna ship this. Yeah. I don't want to go to 5. I'm gonna keep this and just accept my fate, I guess. Message me. Oh yeah, message me on Twitter. Rhino token to 4 Siege Rhinos. Can you do that? See, I thought that because Siege Rhino was a playable modern card, like, it's a card legal in the format, I didn't think you were allowed to do that. Years, thank you for the 11 months. Scheming Symmetry. Well, we're playing with Vesuvian Drifter in Legacy today. The funny thing about Legacy is you don't have to play Scheming Symmetry because you have a card called Worldly Tutor. But yeah, I thought about it in Pioneer. Dallas is going to be fun as hell. I could probably link you the tweet. Whoa. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay, come on. This is clickbait, right? There's no way. Okay, we gotta have a talk. I was thought you were talking about the other tweet. What the fuck is this? Stop, dude. Okay, we gotta have a talk. That's bait. Okay, thankfully. I can't tell sometimes though. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. This is the tweet that Turtle Power was referring to. It is really hard for me to tell sometimes, so I don't know, man. At least, yeah, at least no endurance. Oh my god. Yeah, it's bait until it's not bait. It was bait the whole time. My dad is also WotC. I don't know if anybody in chat knew that. So you better watch out. Beat the insane new Twitter algo. I just don't even care. I just like, if people want to like my tweet, whatever. If they don't, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not that desperate for clout. Move to the backlog on MTGO. Wait, really? Why? Why did they move it to the backlog? They told us they were going to fix that like 3 months ago. Should have maybe shocked there for Sokenzan. I'm just in purgatory at this point. We're never going to get it. We are never, ever going to get that fixed. No, I think he's just baiting. At least I hope to God there's not a Pioneer Masters set. Even though, you know, given power creep and all that stuff, I would not be surprised if there was one. Because they feel the need to just keep pushing the power level and keep pushing the envelope every single year. And it's just like, can we just play with the cards that are there instead of like force feeding, you know, garbage into formats? I don't know, man. You guys know my stance on Masters and Horizon sets. I think they're terrible, but for the most part. Add up, thank you for the 6 months, buddy. I know. When can we play? I just want to play Kinnan on Moto, you know. Blood Tithe Harvester. What's the issue with Masters? Oh, I guess Masters less so, because they're all reprints, but you know what I meant. Horizons are like, eh. Like, I think that there are some cards that could get reprinted into Pioneer that would, I think, positively impact the format, you know? We're on a level 1 hype train. Thanks again for the subs, guys. Surely I'll just be able to hardcast this Atraxa at some point. Want Thoughtscour? I don't think we can have Thoughtscour if we also have the Delve cards. I think that's a bit too much, but... Do you have color triumphs for Blood Crypts? Yeah, I know. Getting punished. Well, we can pretend that these would just be the check lands. Just so I don't look like a moron. Even though I kind of do anyways. Ooh. Okay, kind of punished for cycling that land, although I wouldn't be able to protect. Actually, no, that was good because I wouldn't be able to protect the Giganta, right? So we'll just go. Do I downtick? Downtick could mill into Atraxa. If I uptick, am I blocking with the Blood Crypt? Not really, because then I'm still far away from casting it anyways, right? I'm just gonna downtick. Yeah, that works. That's actually really good. Because that gives me a third blocker. Alright, chillin'. We do be chillin'. Stone Rain and Pioneer win. Peak Eruption, baby. You just got a sideboard in Peak Eruption. Stone Rain would be fine. I mean, you really want people going turn 1 Lena Ralph, turn 2 Stone Rain you? Miss me with that, okay? Miss me with that. Yeah, now that you mention it, I actually kind of do want that. Yeah, reprint the Moxus. Fuck it, let's do it. Chat, 2 minutes left in the sub train. Don't let it die! Don't let it die! Don't let it die! They're attacking me. You think they brought in Furnace Rains for Atraxa? What if I just did this? Went to 10? I guess going to 10 is fine, right? Weirdly enough, I almost want to block the Harvester, because they have 2 creature lands anyways. Kind of oddly like that. They have 4 cards in hand. What the hell is in their hand? I mean, they have to have Furnace Rains, right? Not that I can really beat it. I have to go for this. Let's go blue, black. What we got? Grape Jelly, gifting a tier 1 sub to Flame Dragons. Thank you for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, buddy. Trigger. Yeah, I was hoping to hit Fatal Push, so instant sorcery, battle, land, and artifact. So I guess we'll take the Indatha Triome. And then I can go uptick Wrenn here, and then hold up Fatal Push. Might as well attack, right? It's got Vidge. Level 2 Hype Train. Let's go. I think they have Furnace Rains. Yeah, not a lot I can do about that. Okay. We're not dead. So we can block Gigantha. Yeah, still not dead, technically. They probably have Dispute or something. I think I'm just gonna push... Oh, I guess I got max punish for not taking Bond, huh? Debating on pushing this and going up 3 instead of 2. That's not worth it, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to save the push for the creature land. Because we have 6 mana, which means we can go Graveyard Shift and hold up push. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh my god, they're gonna lethal me with... Oh, that's so sick. Alright, good games, good games, good games. Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm all set. Old-plated dog shit Pokemon things from Burger King. Using it for your treasure token. Yo, I think I remember what you're talking about, Vinny. I think I remember those. Those are based. It's a good treasure token. Although, is that allowed by WotC? Nobody knows. Nah, we don't want Snapcaster. It was, yeah. That standard was really good. Love that standard. Mana Confluence. Uh-oh. Are we also getting Atraxa? Looks like we are. I guess they could be Rona and not Atraxa. You want Snap? I mean, yeah, of course you want Snap, but... people who don't want to watch the world burn don't want Snapcaster, okay? Send me the picture. I gotta show this on Twitter. Or I gotta show you guys this. Not on Twitter, but... peep this, chat. Why can't I... what the hell? Why can't I put the image in a new window? Whatever. Can I zoom? I can't even zoom. Alright, here it is. Vinny had me sign this at, at the San Diego. It's, WCW trading card for the Wrestler Doom. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Okay, let's go green, red. Discard Stomping Ground. That's not great. Why can't this target any graveyard, you know? Just let my reanimation spells that are already overcosted, let me target my opponent's shit. Alright? Is that so much to ask? Yeah, can we just add Innistrad to Pioneer, with the exception of Snapcaster Mage? And Faith... no, we don't want Faithless Looting. That card's way too good. Yeah, we could have Zombify. I mean, I think 4-mana reanimation spells are fine as is. I don't think they'd be overpowered. Like, you're already playing with Transmogrify and Creativity, which are effectively 4-mana reanimation spells that are arguably easier to set up, right? So it's like, would that even be that much of a problem? I don't think so. I guess Transmogrify is harder to set up than Creativity, but it's also more fragile. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think Thoughtscour is way too good. Assuming you're keeping the Delve cards, which... you know, I'm fairly certain at this point they've kind of determined that the Delve cards are a fixture of Pioneer and kind of what they're... remember that article a while back where they were like, this is how we have to balance the format around these Delve cards? So I don't think the Delve cards are going anywhere anytime soon. And because of that, I don't really think we can have Thoughtscour. It's not this I'm worried about, it's the blue cards. If you want a Thoughtscour Tassiger, be my guest, but you can't be Thoughtscouring Treasure Cruise. That's too much. What's up, DBZ? See very little play. Do you think that might be because there's no Thoughtscour? Debating if I want to sacrifice a treasure token to use the Buster. I think I have to. I don't have a lot of time left. This is not good. Mental note it is. I left up Thoughtseize and got max punished. Tilt. I think I'm going to cycle this Volcanic Spite. Just do it on the Invasion. Double 5-0 with Grill, Thrill Seeker. Oh, you mean Gruul? Do you have his Gruul Thrillseeker list? I wonder if he posted it. I'm very curious, because I tried a Gruul Thrillseeker version. I would love to see that list. Oh yeah, Chad, I forgot to mention, new episode of Dive Down's out. I talked with Dave and Shane, if you want to go check it out. I should make a link for Dive Down. If a mod wants to, if we got a mod in chat that wants to make a Dive Down link, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm basically on there. I've become like a semi-regular co-host at this point, so I think I'm on. I think our schedule is I'm on every other week. All right, go to 8. I got you, Kerber. You're good. You're good. I could do it after this game. Okay, hit the battle. Back Blackcleave Cliffs. Well, I can hope that they have absolutely nothing, because I can go tap 2 mana, Bankbuster, get a treasure and a pilot, shock Blood Crypt, Transmogrify the pilot. The other line is like Briefcase Chump Block, which also loses the Fatal Push. So if I'm going to lose the Fatal Push, I might as well do it this way. They will simply just not have the Fatal Push. Yeah, I guess that works too. Theoretically can Chump Block. Briefcase Transmog works too. Yeah, but this draws me a card, right? I guess I could, like, save the pilot token for next turn. I don't know, it's pretty close. I think they're roughly the same, but I think I'd rather draw a card. Because that can get me, like, that can get me closer. Oh, yeah, they just do this. Technically can beat that if I can put my Atraxa in play, but... Yeah, it's like, largely the same thing. I think drawing a card's better there, but it's close. Chat, the hype train died. Feels bad, man. What'd they put in their hand? They put... Let's see. Founding the Third Path, consider planning Confluence Tassiger. There's not really a lot of difference between 6 and 2 at this point, so I'm just going to take this. One thing worth noting, they did not find an answer for a Transmogrify. Yeah, they're going to planning and try and dig for an answer, but if we draw Transmogrify and they brick, we have a chance. Thank you, Kurt Bros. If any outs if I cycle. I don't think so. Alright. Game 2. Game number 2. Let's bring in Go Blank, because best sideboard card in the format. Might as well just main deck it. The Bussy, I think, is a little bit too slow. And we don't really have a lot for this matchup, huh? I mean, we have discard spells, which hopefully is good enough. I gotta cut 3 cards. I think I'm gonna trim on some of the reanimation, because this stuff is just so slow. And actually, Volcanic Spite's pretty bad, right? Is there anything better than Volcanic Spite? Maybe like 1 Bankbuster? No, I think I like Wrenn, because that gives me a hexproof creature to go for Transmogrify, and they're a deck with 4 Fatal Push. Yeah, Spite doesn't do anything. I guess this is fine. Feels like we're a little bit short on cards for this matchup, though. I would like, 1 to 2 more cards, maybe. Because there's a few cards in here that I'm not a big fan of. Like, having 4 or 5 drops against the Stubborn Denial deck, not great. So I'd ideally like to cut 1 or 2 of these, and I don't really want to play the Bankbuster. So I guess I wish I had 3 more cards for the matchup. But I don't know what those would be. I guess maybe more Duresses. This hand has no black mana. Acceptable, I guess. Should we have 4 Leyline of the Void in the board? Maybe. I could see that. Because that covers us against Greasefang and the Neoform deck. Might not be that bad. Abrupt Decay, consider Otherworldly Gaze, Tassigre. I think I'm taking Tassigre. Yeah. Ideal. Alright, we got a song request. Ooh. Good choice, good choice. In the queue. Played Sanctum, Otherworldly Gaze, Watery Grave. So they have Consider, Decay, X. Give me a Fable. Not a Fable. The one unfortunate part about playing Wrenn and Realmbreaker is we can't Gigantha. Yeah, it's a good one. I love those covers. Some of my favorite songs are like the Pop Goes Punk stuff. I love some of that stuff. Somebody requested the August Burns Red version of Wrecking Ball yesterday. Banger, absolute banger. You know what I wish that they would play some of those covers at shows. Most metal bands don't do that, or at least most of the shows that I go to. I haven't like had the opportunity to hear one of those live. That'd be kind of cool. Did I transmogrify their mandrills into an Atraxa? Dykeman tweet, Dykeman tweet, Dykeman tweet. I gotta see it. So you said Gruul Thrillseeker. You had me at Thrillseeker, so. Empty spaces. And he 5-0'd with the Convoke deck, too. Did he change anything for the Convoke deck? He cut a Loyalist. Oh, he went back to Clarion Spirit over the other flex spots. That's fine. I love that he cut the wedding announcements. Yeah, this is good. This is good. And then this was the Gruul Thrillseeker deck. Mystic, Elf, Pack Leader, Bone Crusher. So here's the thing. One thing that I realized about Voldaren Thrillseeker, it's really good with Gigantha. So I actually think it might be worth cutting the Pack Leader for an alternative 2-drop just to have the ability to play Thrillseeker with Gigantha. That came up so often for me when I was playing the Rakdos deck. Well, it's not that Wedding Announcement is a bad card canister. I just don't think it's like a good plan in the matchup. Because unless you add more lands, like I think I was playing 18 lands, and it's just not consistent enough to cast it on 3. So you have that problem, and then if they can 1-for-1 your other stuff, like they can Thoughtseize your Gleeful Demolition, and like they have removal for your other creatures, it's not that hard for them to keep up with a Wedding Announcement. Like I played the matchup quite a few times from the red-white side, and I cast a Wedding Announcement on 3 a couple times, and it's just they would just like play a Trespasser into a Shieldred, and I would have a board of a bunch of 1/1s when they Thoughtseize my payoff or whatever, and I still can't attack into their Trespasser Shieldred board. I don't know what the plot, like that matchup is bad. At least I think I lost to it 4 times or something. So the matchup felt pretty tough for me. But I don't know what a good play would look like against them. Honestly, maybe just 4 invasions. Invasion's not that bad. Like, if you flip it, you can protect against some removal. You can also, like, take their Shieldred to make it so they can't cast it until turn 6. I'm going to try that. And that's, like, a card that you can more reliably play on curve. Like, it only costs 2 mana. And it takes their Extinction Event, which is huge. That was the other problem with Wedding Announcement, is, like, your best cards against them produce tokens. So Extinction Event even just always decimates you regardless. So I think just playing invasions in that matchup might be good. 8, 12, 10, dead. We tried. We didn't really try. Over my head. Spioneer super matchup dependent. Isn't Magic mostly matchup dependent? I don't disagree with you, but I think that's a true statement about most formats, right? For the most part. I think they're probably more polarizing than most modern matchups. I will agree with that statement. That I do agree with. Oh, this is a 5, right? What if I kept Invasion, Thoughtseize, Atraxa? I think I like that, right? Thoughtseize on 1, Invasion, discard Atraxa on 2. It's either that or keep, like, Thoughtseize, Briefcase, Spite? No, I don't like that as much. I like this better. Yeah, let's do it this way. Icy Wolf, Blood Crypt over Triumph, by the way, just saying. That is one of the hands of all time. And by that I mean, their hand doesn't really do anything now. So they draw another 1-drop. Surely they didn't draw another 1-drop, right? Right? Shouldn't have 6. Okay, go. Yeah, no way they would draw a 1-drop there. Should mulligan less. I thought about it, but that is something that I had considered. Nice invasion. Wasn't planning on casting that one anyways. Although we only have 1 left for Transmogrify, which is kind of awkward. Give me a Fable. Come on, give me a Fable. I deserve it. Yeah. Go. Yeah, it's spots like this where I wish I had the Gigantha. Guess we're holding the land? Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold the land. Hey, I'm invading over here. Somebody should make an alt art of this. With just like a slice of pizza. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm invading over here. So we still know their hand is these three, right? If I cast Wrenn, they're just going to counter it. I can wait one turn to pay for Snare, right? Yeah. Well, if I draw an untap land, I guess. Bring back Luris and make Shadow great again. I mean, Shadow just won a challenge. Although, to be fair, I played that deck yesterday and was not a big fan of it. I'm not convinced that deck is that great. There's probably a way to make that deck good, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. The question is, do I put the Wrenn back? Alright, I'll pay. Well, now I definitely put the Wrenn back, right? Okay. They still have Obsession Snare in hand. Surely I'll eventually get to 9 mana. And also generate 2 more treasures. Oh, alright, we lost. Damn it. Chat, we lost. We needed to not draw a creature for a couple more turns. Damn it, I lost. What's up, apeshit? Stop drawing lands. I mean, I did mull to 5 this game, to be fair, so, you know. Well, I guess we get the Geistlight Snare out of their hand, and then hope to peel another reanimation spell. That's like our only out, I think. I could wait to find Thoughtseize. No, I think that's worse. Maybe it's not worse. Could have the land too, maybe? For Volcanic Spite. Oh, he was talking to you? Sure about that? Because he said beautiful people. Well, we're all beautiful, okay? Every single person in chat is beautiful. You heard it here first. 2 Spider 3. Well, we've drawn 2 so far. You song requested? I didn't see you. I'll take your word for it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. Some nights I stay awake. Good looks. Alright. You win. I guess I had one more draw step. Alright, we're dead. Damn it. Abrupt Decay. Duress. Fatal Push. Think the Bussy is bad. Is this... This might be a bad Wrenn matchup, right? Yeah, I think this is a bad Wrenn matchup. They can pressure it pretty easily. It's like... You don't need the hexproof part of the Wrenn because they don't really have removal for the token you transmogrify anyways, so that part is mostly irrelevant. And you're not really ever getting enough time to hardcast Atraxa, so that makes sense. Question is, what else do we cut? I think I could probably go down on at least one of these. If not 2. I think I want to keep this for lifelink and this because instant speed is better, so I think these are better than Liliana. Although, this gets around Wanderer and this doesn't, so maybe that's... Maybe I'd rather have, like, this. Or I could just do this. No, I think that's too much. Could shave a Briefcase, maybe? Let's try this. Just, like, lower the curve as much as possible. I think I like this. We still have 8 ways to make a token for Transmogrify. This hand's good, right? Oh, I don't have green mana. Do we Gamba? In before Icy Wolf says, man, this could have been a Triome. I probably can't afford to keep this hand, right? I want to. Alright, YOLO. Got 2 shots at a land. I don't need to cast this on 2, but let's YOLO. Probably gonna get punished, and I fully understand that I will be punished this game, but banger song, by the way. That's not that bad. There are definitely worse draws in my deck. What do I stand for? Obsession, Snare, Invasion. Well, Invasion doesn't matter because I have 2 Fables. I can just take Obsession. Right? I think that makes sense. Okay. I really hope they cast this. Okay, that's good for me. Give me a land, please. I guess they're just going to take Transmogrify. But if they take Transmogrify, I can just, like, try to double Fable them, maybe. This matchup does not seem very good. Especially because they have this to tap the Atraxa. Seems kind of like a tough matchup. Anymore. Okay, alright. Looking with gas. Will I ever have an opportunity to hardcast Atraxa? Probably not. You sure about that? Moto was like, you sure you don't want to hardcast that Atraxa? Snites, I don't know. They're not holding up Snare? Why would they not hold up Snare for Fable? Alright, well. I guess they have the Shacklegeist to tap the tokens. Maybe they don't care about me resolving Fable, and they want to flip this. I guess that makes sense. But they could have just flipped this with the Wanderer next turn, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have held up Snare there, but... Nah, no Modern Donuts today. Got 2 Pioneer, 1 Legacy. The Legacy deck is super sweet. I'm excited for that one. And they're not going to tap my Shaman token. I guess they have Sailor. It's a Legacy deck. It should be on the Stream Decker, if you want to take a look at it. Alright, discard these 2. Combat. Don't really think we have any way out of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we're drawing dead. They could have countered the Fable too, right? I guess they want to just hold this for a Transmogrify. Not casting Sailor. This isn't the Sailor that I knew about, right? Am I just dumb? I thought they had the Sailor left in hand. I don't remember. I know they have Snare, but... Legacy. Oh, that was the one that I Volcanic Spited. Never mind, I'm dumb. What is the easiest deck to win with in Pioneer without any real format knowledge? Honestly, my answer is probably Rakdos midrange. That deck is easy mode. The cards are just so powerful that it kind of just plays itself. Do I have any way out of this? I can Volcanic Spite the Wanderer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 mana. That's enough to Spite and Transmogrify. But we know they have the counterspell. Yeah, I'm off it. Careful gives reach. I mean, we know they have a counterspell in hand. It's just like, we have no outs at that point. Let's get a second match win, shall we? I guess we keep this. It's got a turn 3 Wrenn, and Atraxa plus reanimation spell. It does kind of roll off the tongue, yeah. It's not a bad one. I'm trying to think of what I don't like about this deck. I'm not the biggest fan of Wrenn and Realmbreaker. Would kind of rather just have the cheaper interactive cards. Like, I'd rather just have Thoughtseize and Fatal Push main deck. Or maybe just more copies of Courier's Briefcase / Careful Cultivation. Not a big fan of this card. Doom Cake. Let's go get a Doom Steak with a Doom Shake. And then we're gonna Doom Bake some Doom Cake. I don't know. We'll work on that. So they currently cannot end of turn... Well, they can Opus, right? So what's the worst case scenario? I Wrenn uptick. They go end step Opus. Actually, that's fine, right? And then I could still draw Transmogrify. Alright, I'll play Wrenn. I don't know if this is right, but... I guess they might also just have Make Disappear. But if they have Opus into Gearhulk, I don't really mind taking this line. You're gonna think this is weird, but I kind of want to Thoughtseize myself. It's obviously not the best line, but... Would have drawn the Transmogrify, too. This is a really aggressive line, but... This is a really aggressive line. I don't know if this is good, but... I'm not convinced that Thoughtseizing them is even a good line. Like, you know what I mean? But they have 4 cards in hand. I Thoughtseize their best card. Is that even good enough? They can't Gearhulk me this turn. Might just jam. I mean, given that I've taken this line, I probably am required to jam at this point. Yeah, if only we had Unburial Rites. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's actually not the worst idea. Not the worst draw step, I should say. Because this is going to get countered, and then we can follow up with this. Okay, then. Was not prepared for that. Enchantment, battle, sorcery, creature, instant land, planeswalker. Yo, we get a 7-point Atraxa. Well, I'm not going to take the Atraxa, I think. Instant, planeswalker, sorcery, enchantment, battle. I'll take an untapped land, I guess. All right, draw 6. Deck. How the hell did that even work? What just happened? Like, what's going on here? Great beer. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you for the 4. Very great advice, by the way. If you have a Twitch Prime sub and you would like to use your free Prime sub on twitch.tv/Doomwake, I would be greatly appreciated. You get some awesome benefits. You don't have to watch ads. I don't know if that's actually fixed. I know we were having some issues yesterday with subs still getting ads, but thanks again for the 4, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, it might have been better to take the Atraxa, because I can get another Atraxa next turn. All right, what you got over there? They didn't cast the dig? Oh, because they can just flashback the dig, right? Okay. So, I guess I'll take Gearhulk. And I guess resolve Liliana? Still an issue, or was during Spike Stream? Today? Because I know it was an issue yesterday, but I don't know if it was an issue today as well. Also, a lot of people said yesterday, I kept asking people, and all the subs that it said in chat, they said they didn't get ads yesterday, so I don't know if it's like certain streamers, or I really don't know what the issue is, but we had this little message up yesterday, but nobody said anything about it, so I didn't feel the need to keep it up today. Cool. Well, Thoughtseize yourself wins the game, I guess. Did not expect that to happen. That was a sweet line. Do we want more Bankbusters? Bustin' makes me feel good. Let's do this. I could bring in Abrupt Decay to, like, kind of stop creativity. Is that good? I don't know, but the problem with Abrupt Decay is they can just play a longer game, right? I think they'll play around Abrupt Decay. All right, I'll try it. Like, they can theoretically play a longer game and just hardcast Gearhulks, but maybe, like, 1 Bankbuster? Let's do 1 Bankbuster. Never seen an ad before in my life. Yeah, I don't even know what they look like. Ads show up if you're subbed and have an ad blocker. That's the bug. Oh, okay. So if you're subbed with an ad blocker, they found a way around the ad blocker. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay, so, but if you're subbed, and why do you need an ad blocker? I guess for other websites. They found a way around the system. Yeah, no, I gotcha. There's a lot of YouTube ads. I do agree with that. Yeah, I've seen these guys live twice. Dakota, they're so good. God, they are so good. Yeah, he really is so good. Has an amazing voice. So, as is, they theoretically do not have an out to a turn 3 Transmogrify. So let's hope they just tap out for Fable. So we know they have Lessen, Gearhulk, Creativity, and 1 unknown card. Do we jam? Because their 3 cards in hand do not beat the Transmogrify. I'm pretty sure we just jam. Like, I didn't come here to not cast this card. Damn it. Oh, that's their 1 unknown card, huh? The creativity the Atraxa X equals 2. How many in deck? Oh, that's a good point. I only have 1 Atraxa left. There's 3 total, so I think I have to go for it there. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad, because now they can get that creativity. Probably going to lose this game. Not great. Not great. Chat, I think it's Jover. It is all Jover. Don't share the bag. It is Jover. 9, go to 4. I don't really think we have any outs. Yeah, we don't have any outs, I think. Game 3. Would have been nice if they didn't draw that counterspell. Yep. Alright, submit. I don't really have any good cards in my sideboard, so. Is there a 1 mana instant speed Shatter? that's legal in Pioneer. Because that would be like, that card would be very good against creativity, but it has to cost 1 mana. I don't know if there is one. I don't count Boseiju, by the way. That doesn't count. Yeah, Braid. Like, most of the ones that I know of are 2 mana. The adventure one. Oh, there's Smelt. Is Smelt legal? Let's check Scryfall. I don't know if it's legal. Smelt. It is. Okay. Well, there's your answer. I mean, it's pretty narrow, so I don't know how many copies you can really play, but if you have a bad creativity matchup and you're playing with red mana, that's probably your best answer. Gleeful Demolition. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. Can Lorenz will? Oh, that's a good point. Lorenz Escape, right? Make it indestructible. I think I'm at a Briefcase here. I want to save this until I find an Atraxa. Natural state is 3, but 3 CMC or lower. Well, that's fine if we're specifically targeting creativity, right? Surely they don't have Make Disappear, right? Surely they don't have Make Disappear. No, they didn't have Make Disappear. No Make Disappear confirmed. I was thinking about waiting a turn to play the Briefcase and have an extra mana, but I would have got punished by this, so... This is fine. We can just hold up Decay here. Maybe they just won't go for it, but I think they will. Cindervines kind of counts, but the problem with Cindervines is it's face up, right? Like, if you have Cindervines in play and 1 untapped mana, they're just not going to cast their creativity. Smelt and Natural State aren't face up on the battlefield, right? They're more tactical, I guess, as it were. So I think I like that better. Okay, well, got rewarded for holding the invasion. I'm gonna attack. There's no way they're activating the den here. Keep a Ratchet Bomb at play. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. Ratchet Bomb also plays around creativity for 2, so maybe that's better. What's up, Ko? Ko? Like Ko or Cow? Oh, I should attack the invasion. That was bad. Yeah, I should attack the invasion. I think. Yeah, I think attacking invasion was better. He discarded the Piss. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even if they upkeep Magma Opus me, I could still cast Bond. Right? Because this only taps 2 lands. Yeah, okay. So I'll have 7 mana, so I can still cast Bond. We're getting hulked. I don't even think it's that bad. If they tap out for Hulk here. I hope they Hulk me. They did not Hulk me. Well, we still have 7 mana, so we can pay for Magma Opus. They can't change the equation, or we can pay for Stern, not Stern, we can pay for Make Disappear. They can't Magma Opus, or, excuse me, they can't change the equation this. Like, what could they even have to counter? I guess negate. But I don't think we're going to get a better opportunity to cast this, so... I think I'm jamming. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. That is good. Alright, so... Wish this was Thoughtseize, but we'll take Sorcery, Artifact, Planeswalker... Maybe I should take Transmogrify. No, I think it's better to take Duress. Actually, does Duress even accomplish anything? Because it doesn't even take the... It doesn't even force the Gearhulk out. But they're going to kill the tokens with Magma Opus. So this isn't even that good. Well, they could tap it with Magma Opus. So, like, they're not going to take 7 this turn. They definitely have Gearhulk. So we're on Sorcery, Enchantment, Artifact, Planeswalker, I guess Land. Done. I'm going to go to combat first. Make them cast the Gearhulk now. Yeah, so they Gearhulk. They go tap this. Yeah, that's fine. I might Abrupt Decay the 4/4 token and then Shock Duress. Really wish this was Thoughtseize so I could take a second Gearhulk. Yeah, so let's go float a black. Let this resolve. Green. Abrupt Decay this. Second main Shock Duress. Alright, what you got? Creativity and 4 counter spells. All right, well, your turn. Good thing I resolved the Atraxa this turn, huh? Surely they didn't draw another Gearhulk, right? Surely. Although, they don't even have an Opus in the graveyard. I think we could just beat a Gearhulk. We could probably beat a Creativity, too. Like, I don't plan on casting another spell the rest of the game. Think they drew another counterspell? Maybe. Actually kind of want to attack the battle. Well, they just countered the battle, right? They probably hit 2 off of the Gearhulk, but yeah, they probably should have countered the reanimation spell. They probably should have countered the reanimation spell, yes. I mean, I guess I'll make them use some of the counter spells, right? Is that even good? I'll play the worst spell in my hand. Yeah, they probably drew Negate off. Oh, right, they couldn't make Disappear. Right, that's a good point. They probably had 2 make Disappears in hand, because when we cast the reanimation spell, we had 2 mana up. They had enough to animate Den and sack Den, though, right? I think they could have done that. I'm actually going to hold the Boseiju. I'm just going to pass. Play Bankbuster. I mean, that one just gets snap negated, but maybe that's fine. You have Atraxa. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Okay, this scooped anyways, but... Yeah, so I'm guessing what happened is when we cast the reanimation spell, they very likely had double Make Disappear in hand, and wanted to go for Gearhulk Opus instead of going Animate Den, sack it to Make Disappear. And they thought that, like, their first Opus would be good enough, but I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, or they also could just cast double Disappear, yeah, because they had to have had at least 2 of these in hand, right? So... Interesting. Well, we 2-3'd. I don't know. Deck felt okay. I like the reanimation plan. I like the fact that we have like this stuff alongside Invasion plus Fable to discard Atraxa. Really not a big fan of Wrenn, though. I think these are better suited as just more copies of Briefcase and Cultivation and more Bankbusters, and then potentially like a couple of main deck Fatal Pushes as well. Just lower the curve. Like, cut these 4 and do like a Buster, a Cultivation, and 2 pushes. And I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Just like, I don't know, just not a big fan of this card. And then if you do that, you could also probably cut the Lilianas to play 2 Shift, 2 Revival, and then you could Gigantha. So I think I would take that approach. Lower the curve, play Gigantha, go from there. But cool deck. Cool deck. All right, chat, bathroom break, and then we are going to get into our second deck here. This is kind of a banger. I don't play Legacy often, but this deck looks super sick.